be where we can have no sex drive, and that can impact our relationships. So who do you talk to about that, right? No, can you have a safe place to talk about that? How do we address all the ways that we're pulled at this stage of life, right? Some people may have younger children. I have a few clients that have teenage girls, and they're going through perimenopause, and that just seems cruel, right? So like managing stress around all of that, managing stress with uh, dealing with aging, being pulled in that direction of aging parents, and then I have children. But also, if your kids are out of the house, addressing that life change. So there's grief that comes along with this. There's identity changes. There's managing the insomnia that can come with menopause and all that we're going through, and anxiety, depression, and then learning the tools to just be okay in our bodies. So and for me, it's about what the individual in front of me needs. And I ask that question to all my clients. What is your greatest need today? And oftentimes, especially women are like, what do you mean? What's my need? I don't know. I'm just getting through it. And so, I think it's having that conversation, and it's always about the client themselves and where they're at. That's our philosophy as well. And how do I manage dealing with the even symptoms of menopause, the hot flashes, the night sweats, the all the things like that? Like how do I figure this out? There's so much, and if we Google it, there's so much information that comes at us. And if we're feeling depressed or anxious, that information can be so overwhelming. So therapy can then act as like a filter for someone. Like, okay, let's problem solve this, or let's get some tools to kind of sort out what's going through your mind here. So there's lots of things we can do with therapy, and it can be very effective. And I have my therapy on my own. I think the best therapists have their own therapists. The best mental health providers have their own therapists, because we all have stuff. We all have stuff. And if we don't deal with it, it comes out sideways. And it usually, when it comes out sideways, it's not pretty, right? So everybody should do therapy, in my opinion. But
Yeah, it really, I think for this generation of younger people, they're understanding it a little bit more as a proactive
mm-hmm.
thing and also a preventative thing. But sometimes those of us we've gone through life, we're doing great, right?
Yeah,
And then, like you said, all of a sudden it gets ugly, and I'm like, whoa, that was weird. What was that about? Okay, we'll just keep moving on, right? Rather
yep.
than saying, okay, that was my body trying to tell me something.